see here. Oh, all kind of stuff going on here. Oh, look, we live. Yeah, look, we live. Joanne, you got your thing up here. You got, what is this? You got you got your thing up here ready to go. Good afternoon, great afternoon, everybody. Great afternoon. Let me let some people get in here. No one's in here yet. We're gonna see who gets in here. All right, let's see here. Give a few people some time to get in here. Great afternoon, great evening. Share the live. If you watching live, share. If you're not watching live, still share it. Share the live. All right, we're gonna want to get going, Joanne, or want to wait, let some more people get in here?
I'm
sharing.
I see them still coming, so why don't we wait just a couple of minutes? I see the number going up, so why don't we give it just a couple of minutes?
I see numbers going up myself. Yep. Let's see.
Where are you seeing all these numbers at?
Oh, I'm on the wrong button over here.
Mary, we're watching the live on the Facebook.
Okay. All right. We're gonna take off. Good afternoon again. Great afternoon. We got a real special presentation for you all. I don't know who all on here with us, but we're gonna have Joanne Salerno and Mary Jones on, and they're going to talk about their program. They're going to give you a lot of information, a lot of time. Who put a mad angry face up there? Who did that? Don't put an angry face up on this. We talk about glow up girls.
I'm going to guess it's an accident, James.
Yeah, it better be an accident putting an angry face up there. all right. Listen, but anyhow, we're gonna get started. I'm Joanne. I'm gonna turn it over to you and Mary. Introduce yourself. Tell a little bit about what you got going on here, and then just do what you do. And then we'll have some questions. I got a few questions I want to ask too. So here, I'm gonna let you guys do what you do. All right, share the live if you're watching. And I'm gonna do the same thing.
Awesome. We are excited to answer questions. Thank you, James, for having us on today. Mary and I are super excited about this, and we are super excited to be here live talking about it. My name is Joanne Salerno. Mary, can you say hi real quick?
Hi, everyone. Mary Jones here.
Mary and I had an idea some time ago. We were actually working in our local community to help a family that was having some social issues, some social problems in the community. And we were really discouraged by the way that some of the larger organizations were failing to respond or had kind of dropped the ball. So Mary and I, in a quick 2-minute or less conversation outside of the public library, realized that we were both very interested in the same thing. Mary was talking to me about a place that she had put together in Lyons to work with local youth, and then how the pandemic hit and she had to close it down. So she was kind of going back and forth on what to do with that space. And we got on the topic of helping girls, and we both realized that we were so incredibly passionate about working with young girls in our community. So in a quick 2-second conversation, we developed the idea for this program. And then over some time, we decided what it was going to be and how it was going to be and who it was going to be designed for. And so GlowUPGIrl was born. And this is an organization developed to help girls break through barriers. And there are no more qualified people than Mary and I to lead this charge, because Mary is a Black woman and I am a convicted felon. So we are two women who know a few things about stigma and discrimination and obstacles that we have had to face. But there are so many obstacles that even women who don't have, some of the same things that Mary and I had, there are roadblocks that are just inherently there for us. So we're really excited about this. I don't want you to get nervous. I'm not just a felon. Following my conviction and my sentencing and my release in 1993, I served my time. I came home and I went on to pursue my Master's of Science degree, became a licensed speech language pathologist, worked for an agency for several years, and have been working for myself since 2015. So I'm currently an independent speech provider, and I contract here in Wayne County. I work in public schools, daycare centers, homes with children ages birth through 5. But the reason I'm super qualified for this is because I grew up in extreme trauma and poverty, which led me to become a trauma and poverty consultant. So I have a little bit of experience with that. And also, I just have experience working with people, being around people. I've served on the local school board in my community. I have coached youth sports for several years. I've taught at 2 colleges, adjunct work at Nazareth and Hobart and William Smith College. And I'm currently a member of the Wayne County Minority Community Advocacy Committee. So I've done a lot more than just become a felon in my life that really qualifies me for my role in this. Mary, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm so glad that Joanne mentioned about obstacles and adversity. I want to add to that because coming from my youth, I faced many of those obstacles and adversities, especially coming from the background that I'm gonna give you a brief overview. My mother died when I was 6 years old, so me and my siblings were separated and raised by different relatives. So my aunt that raised me came up from down south to New York State in 1960. And having come from a predominantly Black setting to a more white rural area, it just was like a shock to my system. And I think it caused me to be a little bit more withdrawn and losing some of the self-confidence and self-esteem that I had once experienced growing up around familiar surroundings. But I'm so glad for the start of that because it helped me, influenced me in the setting that I'm now in. And I'm so glad for this opportunity to do this with Joanne because I think it's such a brilliant and needful endeavor right now for girls. I think I'm looking back at my past, having grown up and come up the way that I have and facing different obstacles, that it allowed me to see myself in a different light as I grew older. And now I can better relate to girls that maybe have experienced similar backgrounds or similar situations and maybe felt a little out of place or not fitting in like I did in certain cases. But I'm glad that I was able to be a mother and have the relationship with my kids that allowed me to experience teens and them growing up, putting them in certain situations where they could relate to other teenagers and have a better surrounding than with what I had. So I had experience with working with youth in my church. And I also started worked with a group in Lyons that was an outreach program. And the name of it was the Seed Time and Harvest Outreach Program. And it sort of gave us a background of how to reach out to youth and to be more helpful in understanding where they're coming from and trying to work out their situations and help them through different problems. And I'm also a member of the Wayne County Department of Aging and Youth. I'm a youth advocate. I'm on the board for youth advocate there. And that sort of brings me into a different arena to be able to relate and to see different things in a different light, along with family situations, because it hasn't been an easy thing raising, especially boys and girls, but because they face so many obstacles and so many things that are deviant, that they have to decide which way to go and make the right choices. So, and that's what our girls will be facing or are facing today, making the right choices and being able to go forward with their dreams and their hopes and their aspirations and overcoming those things that have hindered them. So I'm glad for this opportunity right now. Joanne, you're on mute.
Thank you, Mary. So that leads us to the program. The program is called GlowUPGIrl, and that stands for Girls Leading Our Way Through Unlimited Potential. So why GlowUPGIrl? Well, as we both mentioned, girls face historical barriers to their success. One of those barriers is perception. Girls are not typically viewed as leaders or strong or powerful. And when girls exhibit those characteristic traits, sometimes that's frowned upon and they can be looked at in a negative light. Girls face the barrier of their own lack of confidence. Mary talked about this a little bit when she was talking about her formative years. Girls struggle with self-confidence now more than ever. With the use of social media and Instagram, we have these constant reminders of what perfection is and how we should appear. We're being held up against one another all the time. And it's so much easier for us for girls to have access to each other, even outside of school, so that you can pursue somebody in a negative way. Used to be in my day that it was confined to the hours of school, but now you can pursue somebody at their home and really, really, really work on destroying their own self-perception. Discrimination. Women in general are discriminated against. There continues to be a pay gap for women and men and inequity. We just know that women are not treated fairly or equitably in the workplace or in many, many environments. Why GlowUPGIrl? Because right now in Wayne County, in the year following the pandemic, suicide was up 200% and overdose by drugs was up 500%. So what we know is that when people feel connected in their communities, they are less likely to commit suicide, they are less likely to use drugs, they are less likely to commit crimes. And the use of electronic devices is up, human connections are down, and there's more division across America than I have seen in my lifetime. So that's why we need GlowUPGIrl. What is GlowUPGIrl going to do? Well, GlowUPGIrl is a program that is designed to empower, support, and nurture girls. We're going to provide tools to aid them in crashing through barriers traditionally met by girls and women. Our goal is to provide girls with skills to be strong, confident leaders in their community. By working with the entire girl, we are going to support them physically, emotionally, and mentally. We're going to provide these girls with the tools to build their own self-esteem and self-confidence and to meet challenges of daily living. We're going to tackle a variety of topics such as improving grades, overcoming bullying, helping them prepare for college, go on college visits, plan for the future, avoid abusive relationships or leave abusive relationships, self-care, compassion, empathy, mental health, and physical and emotional health. You name it, and we are going to address it at GlowUPGIrl. So what does our program model look like? How are we going to do this? Well, we have already sent out outreach emails to Clyde, Savannah, Lyons, Sodus, and Williamson. We have heard back from Clyde, Savannah, and Sodus, and we'll be planning some meetings to get in there and share with them what our model looks like. The model is that we would go into the schools once a month and meet with the girls in their own districts and age groups for 1 hour each age group. And then we would have an off after school hours at our physical location at 38 William Street in Lyons, where any girl could come and have a safe space to be a girl, work on homework, have coffee at our custom-made coffee bar that one of our volunteers has offered to provide for us. Relax, have safe conversations in a space where they are respected and, just be in that space with nothing to worry about. They don't have to look a particular way or act a particular way. And GlowUPGIrl isn't for a particular type of girl. It is for every girl. And that is one way that we are going to really help in the community, because we're going to break down that barrier of class, that barrier of race, all those barriers, people tend to gravitate toward people like themselves. That's human nature. And we don't know what we don't know. So we're going to remove that element because we really hope to get girls from affluent families and girls from poor families and Black girls and brown girls and white girls and red-haired girls and brown-haired girls and curly-haired girls and girls who are goth and girls who are hip hop and girls who are a little bit rock and roll. You know, we want to put them all in the same room and teach them that we all love the same way, we all hurt the same way, we all have pride and dignity and sorrow and fear, and really just remove the unknowns and let them know that we are all people. And we'll do a lot of that at our after school program and during our site visits. And then we're going to have a monthly meeting at our Glow Up Girl spot, and that's going to be a planned event where all of the girls who are participating in the program can come one night a month, and we will have a planned activity. What have we already got? We've already got a mental health worker who's willing to come in and do affirmation yoga with our girls. So we'll be on the floor stretching it out and doing some positive affirmation while we are there. We have been talking to a local artist about coming in and doing a sip and paint where we maybe make milkshakes or banana splits while we are painting on canvas. So that's what our program model is, that we are going to be working directly and indirectly teaching these girls how to just manage their lives. Mary?
If all of that don't sound exciting, I don't know what will be. But we also want to throw into the mix other resources that the girls can make very use of, and that's making new friends, playing games, getting help with homework, learning new skills, also exercising their mind, body, and soul, finding out what moves them, what motivates them, what is their conscious areas, and knowing how to make those right choices and going about their business. We also want to introduce them to the college experience. So we will be attending college visits, gaining new experiences, attending overnight getaway trips, being able to access a life coach, someone that can come in and work with them, work alongside them, introduce innovative workshops and presenters from all walks of life so that they will get that experience of knowing what's all out there and what the world holds for them, and to fulfill their dreams. What steps do they need to take? We will offer snacks and refreshments. We're going to be building community ties, letting them know that they're a part of the community that they live in, and they have contributions that they can offer them as well as learn from those in the community. We want to introduce internships, how to go about applying for jobs, being able to volunteer within the community or the surrounding areas. All of these are resources that we hope will enhance their lives. The mission of Glow Up Girl is to support, empower, and nurture girls in grades 3 through 12 in the Clyde Savannah, Lyons, Sodus, and Williamson school districts to become strong, self-confident leaders in their communities. We want them to lead with something that they've gained through all of this that they're going to be partaking of. Girls leading our way through unlimited potentials. That's what Glow Up stands for. It works to implement leadership skills and to instill confidence and resiliency, that ability to stay strong, to make wise choices, and to build yourself up and keep going. Through mentoring by the leadership team and peers, Glow Up Girls will acquire the skills necessary to become self-sufficient, successful leaders in their communities. The lives of Glow Up Girls will be enriched with positive attitudes, qualities, and experiences that will put them in position to realize their dreams, to go after them, and to achieve them. How can you help? Did you want to take that?
Yeah, sorry, I keep doing that. I keep forgetting that I'm muted. Thank you, Mary. So we are going to stay on this live. We are going to take your questions. We are going to provide as much information as we can. But for people who are interested in helping, who want to know how to help Glow Up Girl, we are looking for women mentors. This is going to be a group run by women for women. So we are looking for female mentors who are willing to come in to our site in Lyons and work with the girls or go on outside excursions with us, with the girls. We are looking for people to volunteer their service. We are looking for women to volunteer their service. If you are a cosmetologist and you'd like to get involved, we would love to do free haircuts before school starts. If you are a makeup artist, our girls will be working on their physical, mental, and emotional. So we would love to have you come in and teach our girls how to apply their makeup. If you are a mental health provider and would like to come in and lead one of our glow circles, we would love to have you come in and work with us at a glow circle. If you are interested in painting, in woodworking, if you have any skill, I'm kind of blanking, but if you do anything that is unique or special, or just that you're really good at and you want to come in and be in the company of our girls and lead by example, just be a part of this awesomeness that is going to be happening, get in touch with us. Let us know. We would love to have you in. If you have a story that is inspiring, if you started from nothing and came to something, if you've had a lot of hurdles, obstacles in your path that you've overcome, if you want to come in and share your story to motivate our older girls, we would love to have you in. And then there's always donations. Right now, Glow Up Girls is an organization. It is not a business. We do not have a revenue stream. Mary is paying out of pocket right now for the rent there and all of the utilities. And we have a space, but our space is old, it's outdated, it's not pretty, and we really want a fun, beautiful space that is aesthetically pleasing, where our girls want to be there, where they want to come in with their phones and make their TikTok videos, or they want to come in and chill with their friends in a an oversized beanbag chair, or drink from the coffee bar at a tall boy table, none of which we have. So we really need lots of donations to make this part of our vision come true. So if you are interested in giving us a money donation, we would love that. It's not necessary, and that's not what we're about, but we need help. And you can contact us at glowup.girl@yahoo. And donations, if you are interested in donating, and it could be $5, it could be $5,000. But if you are interested in donating, you can do that by writing a check to Wayne Action for Racial Equality, because they are serving as our physical intermediary. We are not currently a 501c3. We are not currently a not-for-profit organization, but we are in the process of applying to become one. In the meantime, Ware has graciously offered to accept donations for us and funnel them to us so that we can begin doing the work on our space to get our girls in there, which we are super excited to do. And that those donations can be sent to P.O. Box 324, Sodus, New York, 14551. Please be sure to write Glow Up Girl on the note line. If you don't, the money will not make it to us. But if you do, it will 100%, every penny will come to us, and every penny will go back into our girls, because we have super big plans for these girls. And that is our presentation. So I'm going to stop sharing and turn it back over. James, if you have any questions, anybody who is on with us watching the live, if you have any questions, please write them in the chat and we will take your questions. James, I see on here that Andrea McLeod is having difficulty viewing the live.
Yeah,
Andrea,
Ooh.
have you helped her through that?
Yes, I've been talking to her, and I've sent her. Andrew, if you're watching, I sent you a message on your messenger and told you to try to reboot your phone because I'm watching it on another line and it's coming in pretty clear. I haven't seen it. No one else has said anything, so it's got to be probably your device. If you are watching, let us know you there, Andrea, and everybody else let us know you there. All right, what you guys think? I have a question. Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Yes.
If you have questions, if you're watching, you have a question, put the question in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat right now, over here. Put it over here. All right, but anyhow, here's my question for you, Joanne. Where are you guys located at now? Exactly. I mean, I'm dumb it down for me because I'm a visual learner. I need to be able to see myself going there. Where are you at?
So our physical space is at 38 William Street in Lyons. That's right in the area where Dobbins is, just closer to the corner there.
Oh, across the street from the bank.
Yes, right
Where you
across the
came
street.
to, James.
Yeah,
You've been there.
In this place where Mary, you've been there a long time now, ain't you?
Yes, 10 years. 10 years.
So, Mary, you've been all this time. You've been in that same spot, and the whole time that you've been in this spot, you've been doing this almost as long as you've been doing this. Basically, about in that spot right there, you've been doing this as long as than I've been doing this.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
we started out with the activity for boys and girls. So we was reaching out to all of them. So we basically been working with the LEAP program, which was headed by Alicia Lindsay at the time. So it's been a sort of a networking with the Lions School that we've seen most of our success from in the past.
Didn't you do something like literacy? Something was going on.
Yes, we combined with literacy volunteers. Right now, I don't know how active they are because of COVID. Seemed like a lot of things have shut down for them, and me likewise, because I had to really close down with a lot of activities that I was trying to do. So yes, literacy volunteers came to the rescue, and also we was with BOCES because they had what is their program for to achieve a diploma? I don't know.
Okay. It's like this. I forget what it's called. Like the GED program they have.
Yes, GED.
You're doing GED.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. And now here you are. You done teamed up with Joanne.
Yes.
You guys have this here awesome program going. And
she pushes me even harder.
Oh yeah, Joanne will do that for you. She'll keep you going. That's good. That's a good quality right there.
Yes, it definitely is.
In this field, I mean, it's hard to find people who want to do this that doesn't have anything connected to it. I mean, it's easy to find people who want to do things, but everybody got some hook. A lot of people have a hook in the back, someplace to see you've been doing this here out of your own pocket for 10 years. I started out with a little help from our church, maybe that first year or two. But after that, it mostly was coming from me just to keep it running and keep it flowing, keeping the bills paid and everything. But I also did get some support from some advocates within the community, not the Lions community, but so much. They helped out with the program itself, like Joanne, Joan Small and Alicia and Pastor Pastor Johnson, and also others, a few right there in Lyons, but also Joe Pitts and May Pitts from Williamson was a big help to me in donating. And here we are, and you're still out here, and you've teamed up with Joanne. You got GlowGirls, and you're in that same spot. That I want to make sure that everybody can envision the spot, because I want people to walk up to the door. I want people to be able to pull up the car and park right down the street from where Dobbins store is, right next to where they had the food pantry there was, and all that. So that's how you get there. You walk right up, park your car anywhere in there, and get up and go see them. I think it's very important that we come in and see. So, what hours are you guys there? Is there a specific time you're there?
James, I'm gonna back it up just a little bit, because we are not in that physical space right now. Right now, we are looking to do some improvements. So the third sort of volunteer that we actually needed was going to be like handyman or trade skillsmen, and these can be male or female. We are looking for people who are willing to donate their services and their time to come in and help us to do improvements, upgrades, and repairs.
So right now, you know, so now we know where the place is, but now we gotta help get the place ready and get it going and make it something. So if you're watching, if you know somebody out there, let's make what we've heard from Mary. She's been put a lot of energy in, and Joanne is come to the table to make sure that this dream continues and it manifests in something new. Let's come out. Let's if you got a skill, if you're a girl, woman that's watching, if your boyfriend or your husband, somebody got some skills, tell them come on out here and get the hammer and come on over here and help out.
Yeah, send us an email, glowup.girl@yahoo.com. If you're interested in volunteering in any way, let us know what level you are interested in volunteering at, and we are going to make a list and we are going to start scheduling to get this done, because we cannot be on track to get into the schools probably until next school year. Our meeting with Soda School is in toward the end of April. And Clyde, we will be talking with them after that. We haven't yet heard from Williamson or Lyon School District to know their intent, if they're interested in having us in and participating that way. But we are really excited about getting into the schools, but we want to get our physical space up and running so that we can start receiving girls before we can get into schools. Because we know, based on where we are in the school year, it is the end of March and school is out the end of June. So there's not really enough time for us to get in and get this program up and running. When we get in and talk, we may find out that there's some option for some summer programming. I don't know. We have no idea. So we really want to get our physical space up and running, but we're going to need help for that.
So you're not actually in a school yet. You're trying to get into a school right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are working on it. So if this sounds like something that you would love to have in your school, get a hold of your school district and let them know that you support Glow Up Girl. We are scheduled to meet with Lyons, and we have been in talks with Clyde. We haven't yet heard from Williamson or Lyons. If we don't have interest from those schools, we will move on to other schools. We are small. It's just the two of us, so we don't want to overextend ourselves. We each picked 2 schools to start the process in. And we are super excited to get going, but if they don't reciprocate that interest, then we will reach out to other districts. Our physical space is not just restricted to any school district. It is there for all girls, for all people who identify as a girl. We are there for you. It is going to be a safe space where we can have great conversations and really support our female youth in the area. We're super excited to do that.
And also, I like to add, James and Joanne, that we also, just to remind Joanne, we have flyers that we have made up. So we will be distributing those, and we are in the process of distributing them now, because different ones that I've come in contact with, like at the community center in Lyons, and I met with a group of my retiree friends and introduced them to what we're out to try to achieve with this outreach, with this program. So we're going to be distributing flyers and spreading by word of mouth to other people so that they will come into the knowledge. And on that flyer, there is contact information, not only for the Facebook, but telephone numbers that they can contact us personally, so that if they want to meet at that site and then sort of get a view of where we're coming from and what we hope to work with, they can do that also.
And I want to say this, thank you, Mary. And I want to say this again, I'm going to keep asking because we need money. So if you have $5 or $10, if you don't have a girl and you think this isn't for you, this is for everyone. Because when we empower and when we strengthen our youth, it has a trickle down effect and it affects everyone. And when we teach a group of people about compassion and about empathy and about getting along and about having healthy conversations and being able to disagree with respect. And when we are channeling this and teaching this both implicitly and explicitly through our instruction and through our modeling, this is going to carry out into our communities and it is going to affect us all. So if you are able to give, $2 or $10 or $50, please give, because, and then come in and visit. Come in and visit Glow Up Girl and see our space when we get it done, because we, again, are just so excited. What we know about girls, we know that girls want to be in pretty spaces. We know that girls like certain things. We want this to be a place that these girls want to be. And that doesn't make materialistic. We can stick girls in any closet and we'll get some girls who will come, but when we make this a physical space where people want to be, it will give us the opportunity to serve girls who wouldn't come otherwise. It's for the girls. We really need to do this for the girls. We just want this to be an amazing place where they can cultivate friendships and cultivate these characteristics that are going to carry them through lives. And imagine if you will, because one of the things, you know, I grew up very poor, and so everybody in my family worked in a factory. And if I wanted a job working in a factory, then my mother probably would have been able to talk to my boss, who she worked for 50 years, and gotten me into that factory. But if I wanted to get into a college, nobody in my family knew how to help me with that. Or if I wanted to get into a white collar job, nobody in my family had the connections to get me there. But if we start cultivating these friendships at an early age, we will set up these network connections where people who are in, somebody's volume is up and they need to turn it down. But if we start cultivating these relationships now at early ages, when these you know, upper class girls who are born into wealth or born into these situations are managing these companies or running these companies, they're going to remember those friendships that they had, and they're going to give people a chance that they may not have given a chance if Glow Up Girl hadn't cultivated these relationships. So there are so many barriers that we are going to break down, and we are so excited about this opportunity, and we hope that the community gets excited with us and really throws their support into us, because we really need it. And like James said, we have nothing to gain from this. We don't have a salary. We're not getting a paycheck. I hope one day we'll grow big enough where we, you know, don't have to work for free, but that's somewhere down the road. Right now, we are just giving of ourselves, our time and our energy to improve our community and to improve the outlook for all of the girls in Wayne County.
Thank you. Now, Joanne, do you have a Cash App or something like that you can throw out there, or a way that somebody
Nope,
can donate fast?
We don't, James, and I'll tell you what, I'm waiting because we don't have our 501c3. We really want all of these donations to be tax deductible donations. So if you do donate to Glow Up Girl and you do go through it is tax deductible because they are a 501c3. So if you send in your donation, no matter how big or how small it is, it is eligible for a tax donation. So we're not accepting donations through us right now because we're meeting with our accountant on Friday. We're so new that we're just doing all of this, but we're meeting with our accountant tomorrow, and we are going to talk about how we can do that. We're going to set up our bank account so that we can start managing some of this. But for now, everything is moving through where, and they are all tax deductible. And if you donate a product, if you donate drywall, if you donate flooring, or if you donate mud, or whatever it is that you donate to us, those donations too are tax deductible. Services are not. Services are just out of the kindness of your heart, and we really need those kind of donations too.
Awesome. So if you work in any school and you're watching us, people like I don't know, Miss Child or Doc Avery over there in Williamson, if you guys are watching, they're looking for to get in to help our girls. Or if you're in Newark and you're one of the people from Newark or Alliance, or one of the many people that we know watch social media, pay attention to what's going on and listen, here's a program for you. It ain't gonna hurt you to try it. Check it out. Looking at the comments, a few people think it's a good idea. Glow up girls, glow up girls, glow up girls. That's awesome. Mary, is there, am I forgetting anything? Anybody in the chat got any questions? Anybody that's watching us got any questions? Want to put in the chat if you got any questions? All right, or give us a thumbs up or something if you watch it. Let us know that you're paying attention and you think glow up girls is a good idea. If you're watching, give us some type of interaction here. Let us know how you feel about glow up girls. All right, now
I'm going to say one more thing. I'm going to say one more thing, if you don't mind. And if you see me leaving and coming back in, that's because I have a very needy dog who's calling me away. But again, I said this and I'm going to say it again. If you live in one of the 4 school districts that we are trying to get into, and that is Clyde, Lyons, Sodus, and Williamson, and you would love to have this program in your school for your children, get a hold of your administrators there and let them know. Sherry, I see your comments on there, and you're asking about Newark, and the reason that we're not in Newark right now is this. Mary and I are 2 people. Mary is, Mary, can I say that you're in your mid-70s? Is that okay to say?
I hope so, because you said it.
and retired, and I
say no, Mary. Say no, Mary. Say no.
I'm not midpoint, but I'm just starting the 70s, Joanne.
Okay, there you go. So sorry about that, Miss Mary. And I am I work full time, run my own business. So because of our time, because of the amount of time that we have to give, we decided at the beginning that we would each pick 2 schools that that meant something dear to us, and those were the 4 schools. If this grows, and if we can if I can take more time off work to put into this, we would love to come to Newark. I know that Newark has a need. I see what's happening. I'm involved in those conversations, and I really want to be there. Sherry, we really want to be in Newark, and we see the need, but unfortunately we are not able to be everywhere right now. So
I think Joanne, I think Sherry wants to know, is this only going to be in Newark? Can it be in other places like Ontario? Oh, yes. Sherry wants, Sherry, I'm in Ontario.
Okay. So right now the schools that we are looking to get into are only those 4 schools, but our physical space in Lyons, anybody can come there. Mm-hmm. Anybody can come to that physical space. We will, as soon as we open the doors and we have our office hours, we will come back on with James and we will talk about our office hours and let everybody know when that's going to be happening. When we have our Glow Up Girl events, they're only once monthly, but we would love to have as many girls in our space as we can have, because we don't want to exclude anybody. We want this to be a place where everybody is welcome, everybody is loved and respected, and just feels like home. We just want it to be home for these girls and their families. Well, they're female families, because it is void of male. We want it to be a safe place. But yeah, we hope, Sherry, that when we open our doors that you will come in and join us for some of our in-house events or some of our after-school hours.
Can I invite Glow Up Girls to Unity Festival? Can I invite you guys to come out and have a booth out at Unity Festival?
Oh, we will absolutely be there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'd like to invite you all to the Unity Festival in May 14th in Newark and Perkins Park.
Most certainly will make every effort.
All right. Okay. That's great. That's great. So here we got Glow Up Girls, y'all. You've been listening to it. You've been hearing about it for the last 50 minutes, or right around 50 minutes. You've been listening to it, you know about it, or you know what their needs are. They need hand help. They need what they call, in the business world, I'm learning these business terms, y'all. I think that's important that we start using. So I'm going to use one. It's called sweat equity.
Okay.
They need some sweat equity, some muscle power. They need something. They need some of that. They need some, as my daddy would call it, a little falloose. They need a little falloose. Just a little falloose. Right? They need a little bit of that. They need some they need people. If you got material, you want to give some material, let's get with that. They need volunteers. If you sitting at home, if you find yourself walking around sometime, or you one of the many people that walk up to me and say, "Hey James, you got something going on, let me know, I want to do something." Well, here you go.
All right.
Here you go.
Thank you, James. And here's the thing, if you don't want to give us a cash donation, we are looking for electronic devices. We would love to build an electronic station there for charging. We want iPads, we want laptops so the girls can come in and have access to their school tools and the programs that they need for work. We want high boy tables. We want big, huge, oversized beanbag chairs and foof chairs. We want fun things that are in a fun space. So if you'd rather donate an item, get a hold of us on at glowup.girl at Yahoo and say, hey, I don't really want to donate cash, but what can I buy to put in your space? We'll send you a whole list of things that you could buy to put on our space. So whatever your ability is, whatever your availability is, if you want to donate a good, a service, a trade, or an item, just get a hold of us. We are accepting all donations. We will not turn anyone away. And ladies, if you are out there and you want to tutor, you want to mentor, you just want to sit down and be in the space with these girls, if somebody needs a talk or if somebody needs a hug or if somebody, whatever those needs are, if you just want to be a part of it, let us know, because Mary and I are going to need people to be in that physical space with
Most
us.
definitely.
So
Yes,
Yes.
and Jessica says, what about making an Amazon wish list for things you'd like?
oh, Jessica, that's a great idea. Thank
Very
you.
good.
Thank you for that idea, Jessica.
Thank you, Jessica.
All right, and let's see, Sherry says she in Ontario. I don't care about that two school thing y'all talking about. I'm over here in Ontario. Y'all better not forget about us over here in Ontario, because we need some help over here in Ontario. We almost Webster, but we not yet. We still Ontario. All right, so don't forget about Sherry in Ontario.
We are going to try to get over there, Sherry. Now, remember, Mary and I both live in Clyde, which is the easternmost point of Wayne County.
Sherry said, get on the Watt bus.
And Sherry is at the westernmost point of Wayne County. And that's not an excuse, but we're only two people. And let us grow, because when the communities recognize the value of what we are offering them, I think that every school should want us in there working with their young ladies. So hopefully, Sherry, we will be able to get over there to Ontario one day.
And what about, I want to ask again, because I know we're going to be going in a minute here, y'all, but I want to ask, what about the churches? If you're in a church right now, you're involved in a church and you got a little church girls group going on and you want something for them to do, then check out GlowUPGIrl. Check them out too.
Most definitely.
This ain't just, this is for the community. This ain't just for the school, the big boxes. This is for the little people too. If you're in a community center, if you watching, Caesar, where you at, Caesar? If you watching this over the Alliance, I know y'all just got the plug up. I've been watching the news.
Yes, there are no limits. Wherever we can reach those girls, we want to reach out to them, whatever setting.
We are looking to make connections, because I'm going to say this again, because you can't say this too many times. Connections save lives. And if we can connect with these girls, and the girls are less likely to commit crimes, they're less likely to commit suicide, they're less likely to turn to drugs. So we are looking to form any connections that we can. And this isn't just for troubled youth, this is for all girls, because we are breaking down barriers for all girls. We are setting aside stereotypes. We are changing paths. So, and that is for all girls. So we are super excited to get into your schools, to get into your communities, and for you to come to our house as soon as we get our house put together, right, Mary?
That's right. Yes.
Okay, Sherry. Now, Sherry, I ain't gonna let anybody forget you, Sherry. Sherry said she's willing to work too. So
we need that.
There you go. Let's go.
Contact us.
Sherry said, I have all boys, and one day I want them to have a nice young lady to meet and marry. I'm willing to work because I know it's needed. Okay, Sherry. She said she want to help. She said Sherry said, I want to help build some good women for my boys.
Good for you, Sherry.
I'm looking out for my boys right now.
So listen, so for anybody, we've got to go, because we don't want this to get so long that people can't watch it. And we're getting close to an hour. I was just peeking around at my clock.
Yeah.
So, but what I want to say to you people who are with us right now live on Facebook, if you have a question, we're going to hold on. I want you to put it in that chat right now. If you have a question, if you have something that you would like to know, if you have, you know, something burning inside that you want to share with us or that you want to say, please say it now.
Yeah, because in a minute we're gonna be going, y'all. Because I gotta at 8:30, I'm gonna be on 8:30, 8:45, I'm gonna be on Rough Cuts podcast. So check out going over Facebook over Rough Cuts and check us out. We're gonna be talking about something on there. I'm gonna be a guest on their page. So check out Rough Cuts at 8:30, between 8:30 and 8:45. Rough Cuts. Rough RUFF Cuts CUTTS.
So I know there's a little bit of a delay from when we get this to when they see it. So I'm looking, Jessica, at your comment here, and it says, if you had a choice, Lyons versus Clyde School District, what would you all recommend? I'm not quite sure.
That is a great question, buddy. You know what?
Is the question? I don't understand it. What is the question?
Sounds like Jessica said, which school district would you rather be in, Alliance or Newark? I'm going to say both, huh?
Well, here's the thing. We made the choice. The choice was Lyons. I work in Wayne County schools, and the schools that I work in primarily are over here on the eastern end of Wayne County. And because I have that connection, I picked two of the schools that I work in to reach out to. Those two schools were Clyde and Lyons. Mary has a very strong connection to the west end of Wayne County because that's where her church home is. So Mary picked two schools that were in that direction when she picked Sodus and Williamson. So it wasn't because we think one school needs it more. It was where we had the connections and we thought that we would be most well received.
Not yourselves. If you had to choose for your own,
oh, what district would I choose for my child between Newark and Lyons? I don't know, and we're not really here to talk about school districts. I'm here to talk about GlowUPGIrl, so I don't want to get into those sort of politically charged questions about school districts. We're not here to pit one school district against the other. We're not here to say which one is better than the other. We're just here to offer our services to the females or to those who identify as female in Wayne County, and that is to all of the girls, not just the ones in those school districts, because again, our home on William Street is open to all of the girls in Wayne County.
Awesome. Joanne, it is now 1 minute before 8.
Okay.
1 minute before 8.
Okay, I did tell James I wanted to be out of here by 8 o'clock. Right. So anything else, go and I'm going to count it down. And if we don't have anything else, we're going to say good night. Okay. I want to thank all of you, Mary, and I want to thank all of you.
Yes, thank you so much.
This is a labor of love for us. We are so excited about this. We are so excited about the prospects. We know what this can do because we both could have used this coming up in our own lives. And we are so excited about the prospect for what this is going to offer for other girls. So thank you so much for tuning in, watching this live with us. Share the live, talk about it with your friends, let people know it's out there, reach out to your school district, let your school districts know that you are interested in having GlowUPGIrl be a part of your school family. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, James.
All right. And with that, everybody, I will see y'all Saturday. If you have not seen yet, Saturday, I'm going to have a candidate for Lieutenant Governor of the state of New York on our very own Sodus Mayor, David Engler, who now a lot of people didn't even know David, the mayor of Sodus, is running for Lieutenant Governor on a ticket with Paul Nichols. And I'm going to have Paul on here one day soon too, talking to everybody, let them know who he is and everything. Paul Nichols is out of Queens. Check him out. And then after that, the week after that, I'm going to have on a very, 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 very special guest from the Golisano Children's Center. She's going to be on. I'm going to. You got to watch for that name. You got to watch for that name. She's from the Golisano Children's Center. She's going to be talking about sickle cell.
Okay.
All right now. So until then, I'll see y'all Saturday morning. And don't forget, Monday nights we got Old Heads Kicking with Young Cats. So we busy on Wayne and BK, y'all. All right, peace.
Bye-bye.
All right, there we go.